is my absolute pleasure to introduce him here tonight, filming his debut comedy special. Please give a round of applause to Sammy Farid!
Thank you. Oh my God. Wow. That's a lot. I came out holding a cup of coffee. I didn't expect. That's amazing. Imagine I shit myself on stage, like 3 minutes in, I shit myself. They're like, yeah, we had to cancel the special, man. He shat himself. I don't know. Like, he forgot? No, he shat. He drank coffee and he shat himself. Oh, my God. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I know how difficult it is to leave the fucking house. Isn't that a pain in the ass? Right? Saturday? Your bare skin was probably touching the sofa? Like, come on. You got to put clothes on? Oh, my God. Like, no. Plus, you can't just throw whatever on. Like, the apocalypse is near, right? You could be wearing your apocalypse outfit right now. I don't know. So I almost didn't leave my house today either, man. I have a 4-year-old son, and literally before we left the house, he goes, "Daddy, you going to comedy?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, why?" And I go, "Oh, because I want to make people laugh." And he goes, "Oh, do you know that?" I'm like, I don't know why. He's like, "Well, what are you gonna say?" I'm like, "I don't know, a lot of things." He's like, "Okay, just tell me the first thing you're gonna say." I'm like, "Okay." So I tell him, and he goes, "That's not funny." I go, "Yeah, but you're only 4. You don't know." Like, and he goes, "Okay. What's the second thing?" And I tell him, and he goes, "Okay, man. Good luck." So yeah, I was like, I don't need this. Oh man, I have a stiff neck. I apologize. All week I've been trying to like remedy this. It's kind of wild. I've been going to get like acupuncture and like massages. My massage lady's incredible, by the way. Just so like not as a human, very bad human actually. But really good massages, you know. But she just says shit that you don't need to hear, right? Like. She's massaging me, and she goes, "Hey, do you work out?" That's a weird question. Like, I'm laying here, I'm not wearing a shirt, you know, like. You're gonna make me answer too, right? Like, it threw me off enough where I was like, yeah, maybe not so much lately. She's like, "Yeah, no muscle, just jelly." I go, "Hey, maybe we don't talk for a little while." She's mean, man. She does. Okay. You know how when you're wearing like your underwear and they got the sheet over and they gotta get to your glutes, right? And they gotta pull down your underwear a little bit. How far down do they go on you guys? Like I'm full bare ass here, right? Is that? And not in a timely manner either. Like she'll pull it down. She's like, "I'll be right back," and she'll leave the room for like 20-ish minutes, right? Like. You just feel the wind blowing over your bum? Okay, let me ask you this. Some of you don't even have this, but sometimes she massages with one hand and then she rests the other one like very firmly on my scrotum. And I don't know if you've ever had someone grab your scrotum in a non-sexual manner, but it's frightening. It's jarring. I think that's just how she finds center, you know? Like, I'm always like, hey, you're in charge here, right? I'm not fighting. You do whatever you got to do. I don't know, okay? I'm a passenger at this point, right? And then when she cashes me out, she's always like, so, do you feel better? And I'm like, physically, I guess. Emotionally, I guess I gotta go see someone else. I don't know. I got a great acupuncture guy though. My acupuncture guy is the best. Little guy, Simon, wears round glasses. He's the most Simon-looking guy you've ever seen. Chinese, obviously, right? Like, I'm not... It's acupuncture, right? I'm not letting some white lady with dreads, like... named Moon Blossom or whatever, like... shove needles into me? What am I... No. I love this guy. He's so good. But I keep going there. He's always trying to fix the problem, which is rare. You know, usually they're just like, yeah, whatever. I'll give you the treatment. You move on, right? But he's like, hey, you've been coming here. I want to show you an exercise so you don't have to deal with this as much. And I go, thank you. He goes, come with me into the hallway. I'll show you this, which is weird because the room was much bigger than the hallway, right? But I go, hey, you're in charge, Simon. Let's go. So we go into the hallway, and he goes, okay, so you just put your feet shoulder width apart like that. And I go, cool. And he goes, and then you just put your hands on your kidneys, and you just want to draw circles with your tailbone. And I go, oh, okay, I get it. Yeah. And he goes, okay, yeah, do it. And I go, yeah, I will, man. And he goes, do it now. I go, okay. So I put my feet, shoulder width apart, hands on the kidneys, and I go, there we go. And I go, what do you think of that? He goes, it's good. He goes, do them bigger. And I go, all right. So, I'm really giving it, right? The problem is, when I started doing them, Simon didn't stop doing them, right? So now we're just two men standing, facing each other, just doing this. And I'm like, okay, man, that's probably good. Hey, he's like, no, just keep going. And I'm like, okay. And then I guess the next patient came out of the washroom, and we just locked eyes. And I looked at him. I'm like, surely this is the end. He went right back into the washroom, though. I'm like, okay. So, still doing them, and I'm like, Simon, like, I got a family, bro. Like, you gotta... Please, and he's like, just keep doing them. And I'm like, okay. And then that guy realizes he's got to go. So he comes out of the washroom, and now he's got to get by us. So he kind of commits to it. And I'm like, Simon, you see this guy. He's like, don't worry about the guy. Don't think about the guy. Just focus on this. And I'm like, all right, Simon. So I'm doing it. And now this guy's like, yeah, I'm going to do this. So he starts doing this weird double Dutch to try and synchronize his motions to ours. And as he's like lips to ears, right? And as he gets close to me, I go, buddy, I am so sorry for this, And he goes, buddy, don't worry. This happened to me last week, man. Don't. Still better than Western medicine, though, right? Like, look, Canadian medicine, like, it's good. It's not great, right? It's good, but it's not great. No offense to any medical professionals here. But, like, you could get an abortion here, which, great. But, yeah, of course, yes. It might take you 9 months to get that appointment, right? But... I feel like every time I walk in to see my doctor, I've just ruined his day. Like the second I walk in, he just looks at me, he goes, what is it? And I'm like, oh, just my shoulders been making like a clicking sound. And he goes, yeah, that happens. I go, well, do you want to look at it? Or he's like, nah, I get it. I'm like, well, should I do anything? And he's like, if you want. I'm like, buddy, I waited 3 months for this appointment, please. So I got a Gen Z doctor because I thought that'd be better, a Gen Z doctor. I want someone who's going to outlive me, right? So I got a Gen Z doctor, and really, really straightforward. Like, I went in, first meeting we had, I go, hey, look, I think I might be depressed. And she goes, honestly, it'd be weird if you weren't. Never thought of it that way. Yeah. She diagnosed this shit I don't ask for either. Like, I go in, I go, hey, I feel like I'm having a hard time, focusing, concentrating. She goes, oh, because of your lazy eye. I go, oh no, do I have a lazy eye? And she goes, oh shit, what were you gonna say? One time I asked her to remove stitches, and she undid like the tensor Band-Aid, and as soon as she could see the scars, she goes, ew! And I'm like, come on. You're not a real doctor. It's the worst. I turned 41 recently. Thank you. There's like 6 people not applauding. That's the right energy, to be honest. 41's not a big deal, right? I'm worried about 50. 50, that scares me, right? 50, I feel, is the age where you can't actually discern the difference between AI and reality anymore. You know what I mean? You start walking around with pictures of Donald Trump with like shredded 8-pack abs. You're like, can you fucking believe it? He's shredded under the suit, bro. 50s where when you take pictures with your loved ones, you gotta hold them by the neck like this, right? You ever see a 50-year-old man pose with his wife? It looks like he just caught a pheasant, just holding her just by the scruff of the neck, just put it on Facebook, right? 50s where you want to start checking in on the cashiers again, right? You're like, how's she doing? You're like, stop. Leave Linda alone, right? Also, I feel like cashiers don't need that, right? Cashiers don't want us there. They're not happy to see. Every time I go to a cashier, it feels like everything I brought up is completely foreign to them, right? They've never seen these things before. And they're normal. Like, I had a loaf of bread. I put the loaf of bread on there. She starts handling it normal, by the tail of the bread, normal bread handling, right? And it slips out of her hand. But instead of just re-gripping and continuing, she grabs it dead in the middle of the bread. So it's like, going, and she goes, ah! I go, I gotta fucking eat that shit. What the fuck? It's not trying to get away, please. I had a bag of chips I had picked out. I'm very, very particular with my bag of chips. I don't want many. I want like 2-3 chips. I don't care. I just want fully intact chips and then fill the rest with air. Jam pack. I used to be against that. When I was a kid, I was like, oh, big chips trying to fuck us over, man. Jam packing this shit with air. No. I get it now. The air is there to protect us, right? And I brought this beautiful bag up. And when I brought it up, you know, I want her to know how much I cared about the chips. So, like, the way I set it down was very gentle. Like, I made eye contact. I set it down the way I set my kids down to sleep. I go, She took the chips just like, right through the scanner. I got home. I had a thumbprint in my bananas. I go, I could clone this woman if I wanted to right now. No. Self-checkout's the way to go, right? Are you guys self-checkout people? Yeah. Plus, you get a free item with self-checkout, right? Huh? You guys know about that? You guys know about the program. It's so good, man. Sometimes you'll be cashing out, and Galen Weston pops up on screen. He goes, hey, man, I'm so sorry about the high prices, okay? But you see that lower section in your shopping cart there? I want you to completely ignore that section. You could cash things out at whatever price you want. You ever do bananas? 4011? It's the best. Do you know how much steak I can afford at banana prices? If you guys are hungry after the show, come to my house. I'll make each of you a T-bone right now. Sometimes everything in my cart is a banana, you know? Like if you look at my receipt, you go, hang on a second. Why does this guy have 8 groups of bananas? There's nothing they could do about it, right? They can arrest you. You can do it. But outside of that, fucking nothing, man. I smoke a little bit of weed. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's devious, that laughter. I don't know. Hurts. I just get munchies like crazy. You guys smoke weed? Oh, yeah. Do you guys get munchies? Oh, yeah. It's the fucking worst, man. Like, it's okay if you're out. If you're out, you just, you know, you get something, you go get a burrito or whatever, you go to a fat bastard burrito or whatever, you know, and what a fucking terrible name for a restaurant, too. Like, they're like, hey, you fat bastard. Why don't you come in? Like, I feel like the worse the name is, the more people want to come in. Like, I'm going to start, like, a fat fuck burritos. Fat fuck, deadbeat dad burritos. Freak walk on Tuesdays. You guys are in, right? You guys are sold on the guac. No, but it's wild, man. When you're out, you can just get something. When you're at home, you got access to all your snacks. It's a little too much, right? Like, you just go crazy. Like, for me, I'm just, I'm hanging out. We're watching a movie, me and my wife, and we're enjoying it, and I smoke a joint. Next thing you know, I'm in the kitchen recreating every snack I've had since childhood, you know? I'm cutting cheese into cubes. I'm smearing peanut butter on apple slices. I'm eating raisins. Do you know how high you have to be to eat a raisin? Sometimes she'll call from the other room. She'll be like, babe, do you want me to stop you from eating? I'm like, yeah, obviously I do, right? Like, we're in there enjoying a movie. I'm over here defrosting shrimp. Like, please intervene, okay? And I know it's just out of love, okay? It's 100% out of love, because, like, okay, I'll give you an example. So, we've been together, my wife and I, we've been together 15 years. And thank you. At the beginning, when we'd be like making out or whatever, I'd grope her tits, right? But it was just for me. Like, I don't think she got much out of it. I just enjoyed groping her tits, right? And now we've been together 15 years, and obviously, I'm still groping her tits. I'm not stupid, right? But I'm also, 15 years, she's the mother of my children. Like, I'm feeling for lumps. You know what I mean? Sometimes she's like, babe, you are so sensual. I'm like, it's called being thorough. Now sit still. Is this bigger or smaller than a pea? You guys want to hear about my worst munchie attack ever? Yes! It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I ate a bouillon cube. This could happen to any one of us, okay? Let me just... Obviously, I ate an edible first, right? But then, I was looking for snacks, and I started opening all the cupboards, and I saw this beautiful gold foil, right? And I was like, oh, look, a treat, and I unwrapped it, and it looked a bit off, for sure, right? But also, I was like, what am I, a prince? So I shoved it in my mouth. And at that moment, my brain goes, buddy, something's off here, right? And I was like, yeah, you're right. This is probably one of those sea salt chocolates, right? So I chomped down on it. And it's at that moment that my brain goes, oh shit, you know what's going on here? We're for sure eating a bouillon cube right now. So I start freaking out, obviously. I'm like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? My brain's like, calm down, man. I'm going to get you out of this. I always do, don't I? Here's what I need you to do. I need you to boil a pot of water. We're going to make some mouth soup, baby boy. I could still taste it till this day. I started microdosing mushrooms. You guys do that? Yeah? I fucked up though, man. I had a bunch of loose capsules, and I put them in a pair of pants, and then I left the pants there, and then I guess my wife just washed my pants, and now that whole load of laundry has gained consciousness, and I opened the dryer door, and they immediately started questioning me. They're like, why have you been separating the lights and the colors, right? And I was like, it's for your own good, right? But you can't talk to woke laundry, you can't. I have a very beautiful wife. Thank you. That's all for her. Yeah. Maybe a little too much on that one. Just traditionally beautiful though, because sometimes I'll be talking to other comics and they'll go, "Oh yeah, man, I got a gorgeous wife," right? And then you meet their wife and you go, "Hang on, do you have two wives?" Whoa, did you mean like on the inside? Did you mean just like... No, just a traditionally beautiful woman. But I mean, sometimes people are like, man, you're so lucky. You got a gorgeous wife. And I'm like, okay, easy, right? Like, I don't know. It's nice for sure. But like, if I was gonna choose again, like if we were to start from zero right now at 41, whole different story. Like beauty, that wouldn't even be on my top 5, right? I think number one thing I would choose right now is I'd want a woman who could like carry a full sheet of drywall, like just by herself, right? Just a whole, right? Like to the point where like I come up, right? She's carrying the drywall, and I go, "Hey, let me help you with that." And she goes, "Get the fuck out of here! Go get one of the other sheets." Right? DIY energy. That's what I want. That's... It's funny when I see my single friends and they're out partying. I'm like, man, that does still look like fun, but you know, at a certain point, you gotta give up that life, right? Like, I have friends who are well into their 40s and still single, but that list of demands hasn't changed at all. You know what I mean? You gotta go, you know what, maybe 2-car garage is too much, right? Just cancel the bottom 5, right? Like, they're like, oh, the dating pool is so bad, right? Can you also acknowledge that you're also seasoning that dating pool? You're part of the reason the soup is getting sour, you know what I mean? Like, look, all I'm saying is, you go to Costco 5 minutes before closing, you want a rotisserie chicken, you might get one, okay? But it's gonna be missing a chicken wing, okay? It's gonna look like it's been rolled around on the ground a few times. The employee's gonna be eating the wing. But that's your you take that home, you eat it in the dark, okay? That's it. That's your chicken now. That's yours. I shouldn't be talking like this. You know when you walk into a room and or like you're in a party and everyone's really, really attractive, right? And you look around and you go, yeah, this is nice. Your confidence starts to go up. You're like, we're all the same, right? We're all the same. Yeah. And then you go to the bathroom for a minute and then you see yourself in the mirror and you go, why the fuck did they let me in here? That's how I feel with my whole family, to be honest. I got a beautiful, I have a 4-year-old son, now 3-year-old daughter, and, you know, they're all beautiful. Like, my boy, he's 4 years old. He's such a gorgeous boy. Like, kid could be a model, you know? Like, sometimes you'll see on Instagram, like, a parent takes their kid, straps him to a dirt bike or whatever, launches him off a ramp, right? Like, hey, my kid's fucking cool, eh? I can't do that with my boy. You know, I can't. Because of the face. He could be a model. I can't. You know, my daughter can dirt bike, but I can't. No. Stop. She's grown into it. Stop. She's adorable now. She's now. When she was first born. When she was first born, she looked like adult Biggie Smalls, you know, like squishy face, real squishy face. She's so cute. She's like this big. She's adorable. She makes weird sounds sometimes. Every now and then she'll just go, ha, like that. And we don't know if it's happy or sad. We're just like, all right, you know, like, we don't know. We don't know. It's frightening in the dark, but my son, he's at an age, he's 4 years old, he's too honest, if I can say, too honest. Like, okay, I was tying a shoe, and I guess he saw the top of my head for the first time, and he looks and he goes, oh, Daddy, there's a hole in your head. And I tried to play it off, you know. I was like, "No, man, it's not. Come on, it's fine." And he's like, "Look, there's." I'm like, "Stop, man, cool it, man. It's all right." And then he goes, "Look," and he starts tracing my bald spot with his finger. And I think he got down to my ear, and it hit a nerve, man. I was just like, "All right." You're stressing me the fuck out and I'm losing my hair. Is that what you want to hear? And he looked at me for a second. He goes, oh, fix it. What are you, little Tony Robbins? What do you mean? What are you going to pay for a flight to Turkey? Get out of here. So I was so annoyed. Obviously, I go to my wife to tell her what a terrible son she has. But I go in there and I'm like, hey, this is what the kid said. And she goes, it's nothing. She starts telling me she was in the room earlier that week. She was cleaning, and I guess she was like crouched over, wearing kind of a loose, house shirt. And the kid like zoned in on the neck. And then he just comes in and he pulls her neck hole down and looks straight into her shirt and goes, oh, Mommy, why do you have elbows in here? Like, what a terrible fucking child, right? Like, my wife has great tits, okay? Fantastic tits. But it's, thank you. Round of applause for Tasha's titties. That's an edit. But kid's fucking, he's in my head, man. I can't look at her tits without thinking of elbows. I can't really look at elbows without thinking of tits, to be honest. Now look, you some of you have kids, right? Some of you have kids. Yeah. At some point your kids are gonna see you naked, right? And at that moment, you gotta be kind of cool with it, right? Like, not too cool. You don't want to be like, yeah, look, right? But like, but you also don't want to be like, no, like just somewhere in the middle. So I'm sitting on the toilet, and my wife knocks on the door, and she's like, hey, she's got to go, and she's there with my daughter, and she pushes her in, and I'm like, all right. So we have like a little kid's potty. So, I bring her in, and she sits on the little plastic potty, and she's sitting there, and she's looking up at me, and she's smiling, and I'm like, can you stop? Like, you're creeping me out, right? And she's sitting there and she's smiling, and I'm like, no, like, do you even have to go? Because, like, it's probably the worst room in the house to hang out, right? But she's sitting there, and then I'm like, you know what? You win, right? So I get up and I like clean myself off, and I like, I get going. And as I stand up, she goes, ha, like that. And I go, I don't need that from you, right? But also, how brilliant. Like, 2 years old, never seen a penis before, but upon first sight, she goes, I don't know what that thing is. But that thing's fucking stupid. Right? Brilliant instincts, right? I got to go to Japan last year, which was a wild time. It's really good. Have you guys ever heard of Japan? I don't know. It's fucking amazing. There's this place we went to. It's called Nara Park. There's just deer that roam free. No cages, no fences, no nothing. And it's beautiful. It's not even that far. Like, you get off of a subway and you walk like 10 feet. And it's like, here, like if you get off of any subway, you walk 10 feet and there's like an unhoused man maybe urinating on the sidewalk. Over there, that's a deer, right? Which, better, in my opinion, I don't know. But you go there and you buy these little cookies and you feed them, and most of the deer are nice. Some of them will buck you in the back and go, give me all your cookies or whatever, right? So I'm there, I'm feeding them, I'm with my whole family, and we're just like, oh my God, like it's so euphoric. I felt like a Disney princess. And then a bunch of flies started landing on me, like not one or two. Like, I'm not, I'm okay with one or two, but I mean like all of the flies in Japan started landing on me. And I go, hang on a sec. Am I a piece of shit? Maybe the flies have it right. I don't know. My favorite thing about Japan was by far the toilets. by far the you. Oh yeah, this is my kind of crowd. Toilets, all right. You're in our gear now, baby. I love it. They have the the heated seats, right? You can spend some time there, right? You got the bidets, the built-in bidets, right? It's so they play music in case you need to fart. It's like so good. My kids were spending so much time in the washroom. They would come out drenched head to toe. And I was like, yeah, you enjoy that, right? That's part of the Airbnb. We paid for that. That's good. It was so good. It was so good. The feature I didn't realize I loved the most was sometimes when you go in, they have like an automatic seat that opens up when you walk in. It's just something so welcoming about that. You know what I mean? It just makes it all feel just a bit more consensual. Do you know what I mean? Like every other time I've went into a toilet, I'm always like, I'm sorry, I gotta do the thing, right? But when you go in and the seat opens up, you go, oh my God, you know what's gonna happen? You're okay with this? Let's party, right? We took our kids at the time, they were 4 and 2. We took them on a red-eye flight to Japan, which I wouldn't recommend. I would, it's not good. We drugged them, obviously. We're not stupid. We thought about it before. We're like, morally, ethically, and then we're like, yeah, fuck it, gravel, right? So we get on the plane. The little one passes out immediately. I'm like, shit, should have sat next to the little one. But I'm next to a boy, and he is more awake than I've ever seen him in his entire existence. Just wired, just glued to the TV, and headphones in. I'm like, I'm okay with this. This isn't bad. And it's all right. And slowly, it's a red-eye flight. The lights go dim. Everyone's falling asleep. Everyone's getting into a groove, except the boy, wired, watching the shit on loop. And I'm like, cool. So just as everyone passes out, I go, you know what? Maybe I can relax a bit. And I start to shut my eyes, and then I can feel him squirming a bit. And I go, oh, hang on, what's going on? And I look over at him. He's squirming. And I go, okay, something's weird. He's still zoned in on the TV. And then he says at a volume... a volume, if I could describe it, it's a volume, I think, that's reserved for hijackers. But he goes... My penis is itchy! And I go, oh God, that was loud. So I go, oh, his headphones, he probably can't hear. So I take his headphones off. But he repeats again at the same hijacker volume, my penis is itchy! And it's jarring, like people everywhere. People are waking up, which is arguably the worst way to wake up, I think. Because you're relaxing, you're on this flight, and you hear that, you go, hang on, is that a hijacker, right? Like you're expecting, my penis is itchy, and I'm flying this thing to Cuba, right? Like... So I look at him and I go, hey man, look, if this happens, you just whisper in my ear, right? And then me and you will deal with that like a team, right? Me and you, we don't gotta wake all these nice people, right? And he goes, you have to tell mommy to put cream on my penis. I go, why did we teach you the real word for that, man? You're saying it weird, but everyone knows what the fuck you're saying. This kid was a disaster, literally head to toe. It was so bad. we get there, we're sharing a queen-size bed, me and him, my wife and daughter in another queen-size bed. And, yeah, he's 4 years old, but he wears, like, overnight diapers. So, you know, we go to bed, and midway through the night, he goes, Daddy, I peed the bed. And, like, you know, I got to calm myself down. I got to remember I was raised by a very angry Egyptian man. And so I just got to be like, oh, you know what? I got to be a better father than my father was to me. So I go, you know what? Habibi, it's okay. Okay? I get him out of the bed. I get him changed, get him some fresh clothes, new diaper. Everything's good. And I'm like, okay, let's go back to bed. And we get there, but there's still the wet spot. So I take a clean towel. I put it over the wet spot. And the boy gets into bed. And he gets in on the dry side. And I go, oh, no, Habibi, you're over there. And he goes, no, I'm not. I go, hey, come on, man, you peed the bed. And he looks at me with such confidence. He goes, I didn't pee the bed. You peed the bed. And I'm so jet lagged. And this kid is so confident. And I go, did I pee the bed? I don't know. So I just laid on that damn fucking towel. The whole night I'm just like, my father was right. I gotta hit this boy more. I don't know. Sometimes it's weird to learn your parents were right, you know? You ever hear people go, man, if the group chat gets out, we're all going to jail, right? We're all going to jail if the group... I feel like there's many more telling ways to figure that out, right? Like, let me hear a recording of you by yourself in rush hour traffic on the Gardner. Let me hear what you have said, right? Because... I know, for me, like, I've said shit alone in the car where, like, if Al Qaeda heard it, they'd be like, hey, oh, this guy may be too violent. I don't know. I mean, yes, we cut heads by this guy. Come on. Hey. I am proud to be an Egyptian. I just, I feel like, thank you. Yeah, that's right. The pyramids, yes. Really showing the intelligence of my audience. I feel like at times in my life, it's been a bit of a novelty more than anything. Like at one point, I was dating this girl, and she goes, "Hey, I'm thinking of getting a tattoo," and I go, "Yeah, cool, man." And she goes, "Yeah, can you like write my name in Egyptian?" And I go, I think I know what you're... Okay, so I write her name, right? And I go, there you go. And she holds it up and she goes, oh, what the fuck is this? I go, that's your name in Arabic. She goes, Arabic? I said Egyptian. I go, hang on a sec. Do you mean hieroglyphics? And she goes, oh, is that weird? I go, you think we still write in hieroglyphics? And she goes, no. I go, okay. So I drew a picture of a cat getting hit on the head with a hammer. I go, there you go, that's Tiffany, there you go. Guys, that's it, that's the time, thank you guys. Thank you.
Hold it up high.
He's street dancing, eh? Street dancing.
area was designated as a national monument.
Yeah.